Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're talking about Chinese motorcycles. And well, whether you love them or hate them, looks like they're here to stay. So are Chinese motorbike brands really dominating the global market? It's a question that's sparking heated debates amongst my fellow riders, as I am sure you will see in the comment section. In today's fast-evolving world of motorcycling, traditional powerhouses from the United States with over a century of heritage are now facing some pretty impressive competition from the East. With advanced technology, aggressive pricing, and a relentless push into global markets, Chinese motorbike manufacturers have quickly moved from the background to the forefront of the industry. As we know, for decades, American motorcycle culture has been underpinned by the likes of Harley-Davidson and Indian motorcycles. Their heavyweight cruisers and timeless designs have not only defined a lifestyle and built a strong following, but have also dominated the global market. However, times are changing, and today's young riders crave innovation, affordability, and modern aesthetics. Qualities that are now being delivered with impressive force from the East. In recent years, Chinese manufacturers have evolved dramatically. They are now working towards the same standards as reputable brands like Honda and Kawasaki. Companies such as CFMoto, QJMotor, and Zhongshan are at the forefront of this revolution, integrating advanced fuel injection systems, lightweight materials, and even electric powertrains into their designs. These innovations aren't just flashy add-ons. They offer practical improvements in performance and efficiency, giving Chinese motorbikes a significant edge in an increasingly competitive global market. So, before we delve further into how the Chinese motorcycle industry has expanded into the Western market, let's take a look at some of the most well-known Chinese brands and how they stack up against the likes of the Harleys and Hondas. But before I do, if you've enjoyed the content so far, could you take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel? Over 98% of viewers watch these videos without subscribing. It costs you absolutely nothing, but it's a huge help to me in growing my channel. Thanks, and let's get back into it. Up first is probably one of the most reputable manufacturers to come out of China so far. Benelli started manufacturing bikes back in 1920, but let's be honest, they were pretty bad, and that's putting it nicely. Thankfully, they have massively improved over the years and are now probably one of the most well-known Chinese motorcycle manufacturers globally. You might have seen the unveiling of their 2025 range at the 2025 International Motorcycle Expo in Beijing. The brand unveiled its much-anticipated 2025 lineup, and the reviews have overall been very positive. The Benelli bikes always look great visually, but the brand has also been investing heavily in its design and development over the last few years, so that the aesthetics actually match the advanced engineering and high-performance capability under the hood. Benelli started out as a brand that offered affordable, high-quality bikes to both domestic and international markets, and quickly gained a following amongst young riders due to their unique and futuristic design. Benelli's range includes commuter bikes, sport models, and rugged off-road motorcycles, appealing to a wide audience. I see Benelli as positioning itself as a major player in the global motorcycle market, challenging its competitors with both its attractive pricing and growing reputation for dependable performance. You might be wondering why more people are purchasing lesser-known Chinese brands when they don't have the same reputation as brands like Harley-Davidson and Honda. Well, cost is definitely a major factor driving the shift to Chinese brands. American brands often come with a premium price tag that many newbie riders just can't afford. You can see how the rise of Chinese motorbikes is already beginning to reshape market dynamics, challenging American manufacturers to adapt or risk being left behind. While it's unlikely that these new contenders will completely erase the legacy of brands like Harley-Davidson and Indian Motorcycle, they are forcing a reevaluation of long-held strategies. The influx of affordable, tech-savvy alternatives is opening up the market to a broader range of consumers, pushing established brands to innovate and modernize their offerings. Young riders are wanting a bike that is not just affordable, but comes with all the gadgets too. Now, Benelli still only has less than 1% market share globally, and to put that into perspective, Honda has around a 16% market share. Next up is CFMoto. CFMoto has been around since 1989 and are well known for manufacturing affordable bikes for beginner riders. Thankfully, they are rapidly expanding their lineup so they can satisfy the needs of most riders and not just beginners. The brand is introducing a diverse range of models that cater to urban commuters and adventure seekers. With each new release, CFMoto pushes the envelope on innovative design and engineering, integrating advanced engine technologies, refined suspension systems, and intuitive digital displays. This expansion strategy not only broadens their appeal, but also underscores their commitment to quality and reliability, ensuring that every ride offers an exceptional experience. And finally, QJMotor, who is a relatively newcomer on the scene as they only started manufacturing motorbikes in the early 2000s. The company has rapidly expanded its production and is now one of the leading motorcycle manufacturers in China. With a strong commitment to research and development, QJMotor continuously refines its engineering to meet both domestic and international standards, ensuring reliability and efficiency. As it expands its presence globally, QJMotor is becoming a notable competitor, challenging established names and highlighting the growing influence of Chinese innovation in the motorcycle world. Now, Chinese motorbike brands may not boast the same historical lineage as their American counterparts, but they have been making strategic moves for several decades. While many of the well-known Chinese brands truly began to gain momentum in the early 1990s, the country's manufacturing prowess in two-wheelers has its roots even earlier. Over time, through extensive investments in research and development, quality control, and international marketing, these brands have transformed into serious contenders on the global stage. I've tried to dig up some of the stats on Chinese motorbikes, and apparently, to my surprise and probably to yours too, Chinese motorcycle exports have increased by over 40% in the past 5 years. Exact figures are hard to find and vary year on year, but it's clear that the market share of Chinese brands in emerging markets, and increasingly in developed ones, has been on a steep upward trajectory. Now, I'm not saying Chinese brands are dominating the industry in any way. American and Japanese brands continue to lead the charge. However, it seems Chinese manufacturers have tapped into a wide array of segments ranging from entry-level commuter bikes to high-performance sport models. This diversification, combined with their aggressive pricing strategies, has allowed them to capture market segments that were previously underserved or entirely neglected by traditional American brands. One of the key elements fueling the growth is the target market that Chinese motorbike brands are focusing on. Unlike the heritage-laden image of American bikes, which often appeal to an older demographic or those with a deep-seated appreciation for the classics like me, Chinese brands are mainly targeting younger, tech-savvy riders. These consumers are drawn to modern designs, advanced technology, and, probably most importantly, affordability. They are often first-time buyers or urban commuters who want a reliable, stylish, and economical option for daily commutes. In regions like Southeast Asia, Latin America, and parts of Africa, where the middle class is rapidly expanding, Chinese motorbikes have found a ready market. Even in developed countries, where the premium market has traditionally been dominated by American or European brands, a significant niche of budget-conscious consumers is beginning to explore these new alternatives. International trade shows, aggressive online marketing strategies, and strategic partnerships with local distributors have played crucial roles in this expansion. For example, at recent international motorcycle expos, several Chinese brands showcased their latest models alongside established Western manufacturers, which just shows their market reach. This global approach has enabled them to bypass traditional trade barriers and challenge the long-held dominance of established brands. We can't ignore that the fact that quality and reliability have been areas where Chinese products were heavily criticized, and motorbikes are no exception. However, I do see the narrative is gradually shifting as these companies invest heavily in research and development, modern manufacturing techniques, and stringent quality control processes. Many of today's Chinese motorbikes are built to meet international safety and performance standards, and they are continuously improving their build quality to compete with well-established brands. If you look at some of the independent reviews and test rides of these bikes, you will see that they are actually getting decent marks for performance, reliability, and overall value. While there is still some skepticism among die-hard enthusiasts, me included, the gap in quality between Chinese and American motorbikes has narrowed. In fact, many industry experts predict that within the next few years, the distinction between Chinese and Western motorbikes will be more about brand heritage than about the underlying technology or performance. However, one major hurdle with these brands being more widely accepted is people overcoming the deeply entrenched perception that quality equals price. For many consumers, particularly in Western markets, the allure of an American or European brand is tied to a sense of prestige and reliability that has been built over decades or even centuries of reputation. The brand Harley-Davidson means something, and that comes with its own price tag. Whoever is on the marketing team for these brands will have a tough job changing current perceptions, but it's not impossible. Chinese companies are increasingly investing in high-profile sponsorships, celebrity endorsements, and international events to boost their image. The goal is to shift the narrative from cheap and cheerful to innovative and reliable. And based on the stats I shared earlier, it looks like their strategy is working. The digital transformation of the retail landscape cannot be ignored either. With the rise of e-commerce and digital marketing, the way consumers research and purchase motorcycles has fundamentally changed. Chinese motorbike brands are at the forefront of this transformation, using social media influencers, online communities, and interactive digital platforms to reach a broader audience. They offer comprehensive online buying guides, detailed product specifications, and even virtual reality test rides, all of which contribute to a seamless and engaging customer experience. While American brands have made strides in this area as well, the agility and forward-thinking approach of Chinese manufacturers give them a distinct advantage in the digital arena. So, are Chinese motorbike brands really dominating the market in 2025? I'd say it's not totally clear just yet, but what I do know is that they are definitely a market worth watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section, and if you think Chinese manufacturers can actually compete with some of the biggest brands. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, ride safe, ride fast, and keep chasing the horizon. See you in the next video.